Alright guys, looks like we're live. Well, I thought a lot of you might like to see the unboxing of the Quick 861D Dib. So, with no further ado, inside here I have for you one Quick 861 DW, popular hot air station. And inside the box here, what have we got here? Looks like we've got the instruction manual. You guys know what we do with these. Looks like we've got the bill of sale. Alright, we already know what we paid for it. And we've got some protective foam packaging here. Inside here, now it's been some guys been wondering what color the handle is, and it looks blue green to me, bluey green. This is a little bit different than the JBC that I've got. So looks here like we've got the heater, the wand, or the control unit, and the wand all in one here. It's for lead free. Let's go ahead and get it set up here on the desk. Give it a little spin so you guys can see. This is the start of what's going to be my home desk here, home workstation. So let's switch here. Gotcha. So I'm pretty excited about having some presets. That would be nice. Handle seems like the wand. Black rubber here seems good. This was a big question a lot of guys were wondering about, is how does your rubber? That should be pretty good in the hand, right? Like so, holding it. It's got these flat kind of design here, flat, and then right it goes around. So it's kind of like a number 2 pencil in that sense. Right. So you've got your power plug. That's important. Looks like there's going to be a fuse in the back here, and it looks like that's going to be connected to your station, to your holder for your auto shut off, I'm gonna guess. Then we've got the holder. This is a much different holder than my JBC. Then you've got the data line connection that's going to run from the holder Well, you'd think it'd run from the holder. Where does it run? I don't see anything in the holder where it would connect to. This could be a case of where we have to read the fucking manual, guys. But yeah. Oh boy. And inside, got a couple nozzles for SMD rework. Sounds like a couple. I'm hoping it's 3. 3 nozzles, none of which are bent. Right? None of which are bent. All of which are of varying diameters. So these are all pretty good. I've got a slightly smaller one than this with my JBC that I like to use a lot. And I've got one around this size. This is sort of in between. But yeah, these are all pretty good. good sizes, good to work with, although I'm going to order the bent nozzles that I see. And it's got to be something that I'm just missing here. Although, really don't see it. So, let's open up the manual here. Got the instruction manual here, if you guys can see this at all. Safety instructions, yeah, we can give a shit less about that. The handle, the power switch, children. Packing list, operation. Sound setting, password setting. Placing the parts. Calibration. Alright guys, well what we're going to do now is we're going to get her plugged in and we're going to actually get out. Just going to use the Fluke multimeter. It's got a temperature probe on it. We're going to hook up to it. We're going to check the calibration. So, first things first. So, looks like the way that you set that down is like so. I'm not a big fan of that, but that's what it is. I think I really might more like that. But this is how you pull the nozzles off when you have them on. You guys can see that. So you put your handle here, and what you'll do is you'll grab it and you'll pull, and that's so. If you do need to add an extension on anything, you want to make sure you get a heavy duty extension, one that's going to be rated. You should be checking the ratings on these. They're all going to have them. It's very important that you check the rating. With the, your hot air station is going to draw a lot of power, and you're going to want to make sure you don't just hook that up to a cheap. Here. Well. For now, what we're going to do is we're just going to run it through the front. Can you see that? Alright. You can probably see this. We're going to run it this way. Just for now, we'll get it set up proper how I really want later. Just so we can continue giving you guys. Okay, so we're going to flip her on for the first time. This is very nice because my JBC power switch is in the front, but my Hakko power switch is in the back. The Hakko power switch is in a really awkward place for the FM203. So, easy to use, it should be 200. We're going to leave it at 200. Just going to go into the Fluke bag here. We're going to see if we have our probe, and we do. So this is the Fluke 116. I don't know if any of you guys care about that at all or not, but it does come with this. We're going to check the temperature. Who's curious? Who wants to know? No matter how close you are to the head, to the end of your nozzle. Okay, so flip this right down here to temperature. We're sitting at an ambient room temperature of 25.5. Sure doesn't feel that warm in here. And when I grab the end of the probe, you can see it start to jump. Now I'm cold-blooded, so we'll see what happens here. .9. Alright, so what we're going to do for this test is we're going to grab the smallest of the nozzles that was provided in the Quick 861 DW package. And you can see the temperature. Isn't that interesting? So as soon as I took it out, it started to throw heat. So just give me a second here. Just want to get that nozzle on right. Now, that was very, very interesting. So there's got to be a shutoff inside this handle. So I really don't know why they provided this. Oh, this is in a fucking alligator clip. What in the fuck is this? I have no idea. So this has got to be for a ground or... What the fuck? Do you guys see that shit? Anybody knows what that is? Because I sure as fuck don't. Huh. Alright, well, we're back. You see our station set at 200 again, guys. Let's see, how low can the airflow go? Jesus Christ. Okay. Here's a 30. Guess here I'd use a 40. Because on my JVC it only goes to 100. There you have it. So as soon as, airflow set to 40, temperature to 200. We're sitting at 23.3. Can you guys see that? Now you can. And as soon as I remove, boom. We're heating up. 140, 200. Now, you guys can see that. Can see this. Oh, you can't see that though. Alright, so here we go. Okay. Right up at the tip. Right set on it, it's only reading 170. I would expect there to be a solid 200. Oh, 170. No. So, I would think we need to calibrate that. So now, we're going to go to the manual. Okay, you can see it dropping temperature. Cranked up the air to cool it down quicker. Cooling it down. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the manual and see what the manual says. The calibration. Calibrate the temperature after changing the heater element. Okay. In work state, set the calibration temperature to 300. When the temperature is stable and the window displays real temp. Sure. Into calibration mode. When the temperature is stable, press the CH1 and CH3 keys at the same time. Alright, so we're going to set it to 300. Because that's what I understood it to say. And we're going to wait for the temperature to get stable. So we're only reading 250 at the end. Okay, so now what we're going to do is hold these two for about 15 seconds. Calibrate. Now this is not 3, this is, see, so you hold 50, okay, because I'm going to give my, we are at 250. And we're right up at the end, you know what I mean? So I'm going to set it $255. So I'm going to set this to 250 even though it says 256. because I'm never this close to what I want to fucking be doing, right? So I'm going to set it to 250. Ah, hold on. .40, where I'm assuming that I'm usually going to be. I just want to test it again to be sure. So now we're at 270. Isn't that weird? Guys, I'm going to crank it up the airflow and I'm going to let it run for a minute because this is just fresh out of the box. So we're going to let that run for a few minutes. Just going to give it a solid minute. Go. Yeah, feels pretty good. Okay, so let's crank that airflow back down to 40 and see what our temperatures read. .270 again, eh? Alright, so let's try and calibrate it again. So we hold these channel 1 and 3 for 15 seconds. Now it's saying calibrate. And we're going to make that 2. The digit placement here. Okay, and then when you're done, oh, okay, let's try that again, guys. Okay, here we go. 270, and when you're done, you press number 2, and now it's been calibrated. It's a proper 300 now. 300, there we go. And actually it's a solid 7 over. Now I'm going to give that 310. What I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm actually going to change it to 305. I'm going to change it to 305 and we're going to see what we're dealing with. Okay, so calibrate 3, 5. Okay, we've calibrated our first unboxing and calibration of the Quick 861DW. So